Hi there. I'm going to talk about some of the evolving requirements of BFSI sector and some challenges they face, especially in the risk and compliances area, because BFSI is highly regulated and lot of compliances they have to manage, and they are also highly risk taking industry. So I will be happy to talk about how the intelligent automation, including RPA, can help BFSI sector to manage the risks and how to meet the compliances. And as we all know, the BFSI sector has got a lot of compliances coming up every day. Almost 200 to 500 compliance requirements come up every day, and it's like increasing day by day. And there are thousands of compliances they have to meet, either by the federal government or by the regulatory body which is governing all the banks. Like for India, RBI coming out with a lot of compliances very often, and at the same time they are also managing a lot of risk in their businesses, and that needs some attention and some kind of efficiency through automation. So I'll be talking about that, and I'll also give you some relevant use cases, because that is what people are looking for, that how intelligent automation can help in some of the specific cases, and not a general talk that these are some of the areas in BFSI where intelligent automation including RPA can help them to meet some of the compliance requirements and manage the risks. So let me start with my some of the background which I have noticed with some of my customers in BFSI, that they have a lot of processes which are manual in nature to meet the compliances. They are creating a lot of reports, they are collecting data, they are trying to validate some information, they are talking to multiple systems to collect and validate the information, and then create some kind of compliance report which has to be sent on a regular frequency. But because of its manual in nature, either it is delayed, or it has got some errors, or it is not met as per the compliance requirement. Similarly, in the risk side also, they have to actually go through a lot of information, lot of data points, and lot of documents or systems to understand what is the underlying risk in those operations. And as we all know, intelligent automation is giving a boom to this BFSI sector to manage a lot of manual processes, automate them, and get efficiency. So if you think of people will be imagining that the RPA and intelligent automation can help mainly in the core operations of the banks and insurance or BFSI sector, but that's not so. This RPA can also help our customers in their support processes, which includes compliances and risks, which is the topic today, but also in the other support processes like finance and accounting, taxation, audit, or any kind of HR process or IT processes. So I think we should keep in mind that not only the core processes but the support processes are also very, very good candidates for automation under RPA. And today I am going to talk about some of the specific use cases in compliance and risk area, which should help you all to take up those processes for automation under RPA. Let me start with some of the use cases on the compliance section. In the compliances, as we all know, like the onboarding of the customers, like the KYC compliances, or when the accounts have to be closed, or the main area of the compliance is the anti-money laundering, and some of the reports which are to be generated for the compliances. And these are some of the areas where the RPA can help, intelligent automation can help in making those processes less manual driven and more efficient. To start with, in KYC onboarding requirement, the RPA can read the information from the documents automatically and not required to be punched in manually, and then it can even validate that KYC information against the government portals to check whether the government ID is correct, whether the personal information is accurate, the date of birth, address, family information, or any other details which are there on the portal can be checked against the document by the RPA application and not to be done manually. And secondly, it can also confirm between the documents. If there are multiple documents, it can cross-check the information and reconcile it before the accounts can be opened. And if there is any kind of requirement to inform to the central body about some of the specific accounts which are opened, it can create a report automatically. So any kind of compliance report generation is a good case for RPA, where the RPA can talk to different systems, can extract the information from those systems, also extract it from the documents wherever they are involved, and create a report in a format which is desired by the central authority. So that's another area. And one common area which we are seeing, especially in some of the countries, where the mortgages have to be informed to the central portal, government portal, so that the other banks don't end up giving the loan against the same property or same mortgage. So the mortgage information to be transferred from the core banking system to a central repository system, which is accessible by the other banks, so that everybody is aware of that these are the particular property mortgage for so many business loans or personal loans or housing loans, and then other banks can be cognizant of the fact that a particular property by the borrower is already mortgaged, and even if they have to give some top-up loan, they know how much is the limit extended by the previous bank. This is another compliance area which is very, very common, and especially in India, we are seeing that all the housing finance companies and banks which are managing the retail assets are making use of this type of RPA bots to manage the mortgage compliance. Then another area which is very common, as I said, is anti-money laundering. So the bots can help you to check the negative list of the items through the trade finance documents or any kind of account opening documents, to check for the names of the people, check for the names of the countries or the firms which are in the negative list. And manually you can imagine that going through all the documents, all the pages, and finding out whether any particular name appears in those documents is part of the negative list. You might miss it out if you do it manually. But if you are doing it through the bot, it is very, very fast, but also it will not slip through. It will definitely make a note of those names, even if there is a slight difference in the name, like if there is an abbreviation or the name has changed, like from private limited to public limited, it will still highlight that okay, this is a name which may look like a name in the negative list, and somebody in the bank should check it before extending the finance against those documents or opening that account. So anti-money laundering, negative list checking is another very good example of compliance section. And last but not the least is like a lot of account closures or account transactions have to be reported. And for report generation, as I said, is a very good candidate for RPA, because it can not only extract or scrap the data from documents and systems, but it can even reconcile them. It can do a fuzzy match and not an exact match, and it can say that okay, these transactions look like very similar and somebody should look at it, and these are the transactions which have to be reported to the central authority. So the reporting part of the compliance is a very good candidate for automation under RPA. That's what I can say. So now let me move towards the risk part of it. I talked about the compliances, but now I'll touch upon some of the risk areas of the BFSI sector which can be addressed through intelligent automation. So right from the topic which I touch upon in compliance is the anti-money laundering, so which is another area for the risk management. So anti-money laundering is a very hot topic, as we all know, AML, and that touches across the BFSI sector for various parts of the lending procedure, and risk management can be part of this anti-money laundering, and that can be managed through the RPA. So first of all, as we all know, that RPA will first of all eliminate a lot of manual touch points, and it will also eliminate the unauthorized access to the data. It will also keep a record of all the accesses done by the humans, and it will definitely hide some confidential information. So it's not going to allow everybody to touch every information, and it will definitely streamline the process. Whereas if it's a manual process, either there is a tendency of losing the confidential data, somebody can misuse it or somebody can miss it. So both are very, very dangerous for the banks and insurance, because this data is very, very confidential and very crucial. So you cannot miss it or you cannot misuse it. But if you are using the bots with RPA, these risks are eliminated. To give some example of the use cases in the risk section, one of them is definitely the credit monitoring or credit surveillance. So the humans are required to do it before the RPA can be deployed, and they can miss out that if somebody is almost touching their credit limit very often, and they are actually asking for extension of the limit very often, and there may be some kind of risk associated with that account, because you are in a day-to-day job, may not remember what had happened in the past. But if the bot is deployed, it will keep a watch on all those credit extension and credit limit renewals, and if there is any abnormality seen or any kind of touching the roof of the limit is seen by the bot, it will create a alert, and it will send some notification to the business owner of the bank that okay, these are the accounts where you should keep a check, and they will come under the credit surveillance, and there is some kind of investigation to be done. Manually, it's very difficult to keep a track of all those things. The bot can help you in managing those risks, which before they go, I think they become NPA or they become non-performing, and they become bad loans. RPA can give an alert, which is not possible from the human manual processes. Secondly, another use case I can talk about is definitely related to this model performances. So there are various models the banks and insurance or BFSI sector is making use of to run their businesses. But how those models are doing, do they need some correction, do they need some enhancements, whether there is some issue in the model and it may not give the desired results, that model performance is very difficult to manage through the manual processes. If you deploy the RPA bots, that can be done very well. It can feed the data at the right time, and all the right indicators are given by the bot to the models, and the model can be kept under check whether they are giving the desired results or not. And then if there is any correction needed on any of the parameters, it can be done by the team who is managing those models. So the risk modeling or the operation modelings can be kept under check, and all the associated risks can be eliminated if you deploy the RPA for this type of processes in risk. So these are some of the use cases under the risk I thought I should share with you, which we are trying to cover under RPA.